movement ya no omode atuga se Yankopon ya adoma kwa bia so mampeni da John Dramani mama fie ho no de demonstration no ebenya abaso ewo ho abusanfo wei ene afoforo pinu a ene akekese ene se kase a ba bia wo bia na no pay yetimi aba na yede aba besomwo mede ede na ya obo amale bia bogamsanfo enye brena finsam no yenkomo ankasa enfama mo yede mo hyase de free mampeni na na adodan kwa kufu ado ochima pse be mampo ada na tena ye na se de emo ne mo sam de da na mampeni ni o mayemo o America bonten so a nhemu bia ekoso America bonten so no mampeni na adodan kwa kufu ado coordinate ni mo nyama kwa akota akire na wakwa kasa de afa bombo ene amamuo hu nsensem wa bibire mase na hono ena mampeni de ato Europe mama ni nyina nim se ne Russia for sorry Ukraine for so a omode moa omode sika omode ahode eko support Ukraine for no samoa no a ena Africa so hwe ne mo so omode bedom ye se be na kukusam ene ntokwansam ene ohia ne nkwankom a de wa bibire mase no ano ebetimi abrase mampeni na nado dankwa kuford nensam a wode atudwa kakra eni.
Africa has become the center of attraction. Terrorist groups which are multiplying in the region following defeats suffered in other parts of the world. Nowhere is this more evident than in the Sahel. In addition to the numerous attacks orchestrated by these armed criminal gangs, their presence in the region fuels violence along communal and sectarian lines in countries such as we're witnessing Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. And in the insecurity engendered by the armed groups has resulted in rising levels of displacement of populations in many parts of the Sahel. The fight against terrorism has to be a global fight. We must pull all our resources together to confront a common enemy. The resources dedicated to counterterrorism have to match the resources available to the terrorist groups. The menace caused by terrorism is such that we must share the burden of the fight to be able to incapacitate the terrorists. Our failure to do so leaves the entire world in danger of a spillover effect of terrorism and violent extremism. This is a time for a global coalition of democracies, a coalition of the willing, determined to banish the specter of terrorism and violent extremism.
Fonti wey aya mampani na nado dankwa kufodo ne yetene nkai wey mra America bonten so nhyiamu de kese ekoso no maton sade afre no so mekasa emfa bambo amamuo ene ebibremu mpuntu ne nkan kwode ne sikasemo ana na obobo so no sade ekoso Burkina Faso de esisie Niger bonten so a asogafo na ajeje oman no de akenten so no se wiase nyina beta bibremachi edzane omokota Ukraine achi no a enye ne se bibrem ye gina babia ye gina say no yen to aso mamona yen fomo enkopani ato asien na tena ye enro ede to manim se court akwa se e won krapompere mantem opani ato asien a enre be atwam no ye pani kwanchefo kofa baya capital bank na ye ne dia no abusia for court ahye se won kodam mfie dunum no ofo na betting ko ye dwumaden famo Ghana ba ni nyina eye se be 90 million Ghana cedis bia omo efi se yira ye ede free ne bank wono mo a omo fiisi mu didi mu ba ba mu yewe mu a na omo hu na chiri kwa ba bia fa ye so de fa hen so de ru hen so de ye de na omo enhu a omo ball no ogitum se obetua sika no a edu ba bi na sika ne tua soso no akwa kadebo he ednanu obetua ba ko e kire no de nkapra ba anade che na ke so de sempo no ba ne ade a ana mpedifo fi se debi we de omo ntreteno no mo ama sa de we enkoso ne ne koto man nkodam na ne japade bi wo ho no mo a omo atontone e de ateka na nnam so ma nnura court kotena asem no so a court yes ene owura no wonkodam a mfie dunum na japade bi wo ho no mo a abanya nhyehyie no mo ntonton fantete ka ne bi and am so ma ba lawyer pani abedi ekire lawyer Alfred Yeboa edika ne yedi nkomo ansana court no ebekọ asetena no odika ne yedi nkomo nhyehyie a atene general de agu akwam ene na mo a atene general fo no omo etuo se beye na sa sika na akwakodi owura ne nsem no abai ensa ebeka lawyer Alfred Yeboa nsem eni.
Somewhere in December, there was an agreement between both parties, that is the accused person and the Republic. And you know, by simple law of contract, if you have any agreement, you are supposed to respect that agreement. So where we are now is a situation where one party has decided not to respect the terms of the case, and that he paid 30 million in December, the very day that 2 days before the decision was taken. And then he was given 1 year to pay the remaining 60 million, but he was to pay in 3 equal installments. The first installment became payable on the 28th, and that was, he was supposed to have paid 20 million. On the 28th, 5 p.m., we checked from the Accountant General's office and no payment had been made. Monday 1st was a holiday. Second, we had a letter from the Accountant General confirming that no payment is the court, bring to the court to sentence him to prison. His lawyer also filed an application explaining why the amount could not be paid, and also explaining to the court that if you look at Section 35 of the Cost Act, there should be a possibility of extending a time to a convict. And the argument was that no, under Section 35, the operative word used there, that 35.7, is shall, means mandatory, and the judge himself does not even have the discretion to extend time for him to come and then perhaps renegotiate with us. We also made it clear that the state, as far as we were concerned, he has not taken advantage of the agreement that we had.
I was for way lawyer Alfred Tuanya Boa, where ya ban lawyer Penny Abedi Chin and Orchard Simo at the Atre no, and Sana Court better than some so and ra na Obo Penny at Twissy and Fordina Quaco Tumono, and an Orchard near Manin Sisea, Court no editor on Mama Uranua, na only so, Sikanin Capren Simpoa, na so de Dadam Penny for, and an Obo Bosokakra at the Atre no. Yan to us now what you may be told, Ja, say Achacha for one more senior high school Sahudun Mutitiro. And headmasters no headmasters na kwakushia Emma Mampeni na nado dan kwaku fa do krako senhye munasibi eno mu kudidi nkoma na headmasters na dia desrebi eto Mampeni na nado dan kwaku fa do anim sese nke betimi a efi na ekoya enuane ankwada ne di no school honom seye obrayo seye capital letters seye mo seye banku seye abetie no wo mo emma kwan emma headmasters no a entime enkototo se enuane no omunyan se yese bibi de buffer stock fo na de aduane no bebro duru ba bia na aduane no mo twe ntwe nkwada no soso no wo mo ntimi enya wo mo nkonkoda kom saa na saa nsam no a headmaster so mo senior high school sa wodo on the 2 Jano na NDC mrasebja for de wo ma no atomo bia wo mo so mo ne achechefo ne yadwene saban sanensa na nkode sesika na ma achechefo na mo makwa akuduo mu dwa akoto mo mu akoto manwa ato mo sradi ni ade de amankwada no a ekanu no mum ebeboa honorable Peter Nochu eba enwomasu ho nsensemu a wona ya na mpempia wota kasa edema NDC mrasebja for no wo mrasebja ni wo mrasebja fima desia wo mo ewa catching off about on pesia so ne nsemo de tu yenima eni.
The issue is that feeding of students is a major problem in our senior high school under the pre-SHS program. The procurement of food items should be left to the school authorities to do so that there will be regular supply of food items to them. Parliament last year approved 10 Ghana cedis as feeding for every boarder. Anyone in the boarding house, Parliament approved 10 Ghana cedis. And my investigation revealed that headmasters say that if that 10 cedis is released to them, there will never be a time they will experience a food shortage or poor quality of food. Now, out of that 10 Ghana cedis, 6 cedis is retained by the Ministry of Education for the supply of food items, and 4 cedis is to be given to the schools for the perishables and other things. But the problem or the challenge is that even the 4 Ghana cedis that is to go to the school doesn't go. They want to do even, what they even do is if you have about 1,200, they will even send you for about 900 students, and that will end it there. The rest will never. We are talking now, first year's money is yet to be released to them. So the heads of the institutions are really suffering. And that's why we have said several times that let's review the program. Feeding is a very big challenge.
I was for way NDC mrasebja ni owo mrasebja fima this year war a catching off about on pesia so honorable Peter Nochu ne yete ne nka na ba no ngomasuamu a wono ene ya na mpempi no ano NDC mrasebja for kasa ede emma wo mu ye to so na ye de ma konsem fufurum Professor Kwabna from Pom Boaten mre bi atwam so afo a no so mayi science technology innovation obade ne pane ho empempra wade ona na hweso ede emma mayi man pedi na na do Dankwa Kufodo ebedi ade 2016 a usrai ko kese wa gadamse hu no openi na mampeni na Nana Dankwa Kufodo ne to ano interministerial committee a mampeni na Nana Dankwa Kufodo kekadisi eni no na Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng ne da no chesika edi asoja fo posifo na kyese bibia na wo so mo nsaka bia no ene abide ma wo no mo se insuo no yentimi ntena ho ema ni nyina nsei ni nyina nye troka ni nyina enye basasa na nchirima emeboye tiri so enti osofo eni animu na ne oman Ghana ni ntrodo ene ne ntri asaso wo twe ba wiate wo twa twe nkrante nkwantama mpamye ne ba bia omo enfo no na emrante a omo seye nso omo seye nsa so omo seye mfudie no omo ntimi entu omo so sana busuafo sa okuye wiase na akwa echese ensem bebrebe a chese tika kire ne friend say atesam kwana yese galamse koso ha nso mpanimfo womanko anko he wabra yama musika ya totoka ase edu prenketenketi drones ni ade nyina ya totobi di ama mo sem mfankotu gadamse ase na eno na Professor Frimpong Boateng chese wo de report akoma mampeni na Nana Dankwa Kufodo ni atene general mpanimfo abobo mpanimfo bi din se gadamse no munim ho bia osemra ene wodomo edi ne no na abam mpanimfo so be yese Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng report no de ba ye no ya atesem na ukokasa asumesi ye gadamse na oye no he no na techire o se o mpanimfo nhwem wa bra o so ye dika ma osika atokas ya tomfidie ene edu prenyina ka ho se momfa nkotu gadamse ase na se obe na atesema ebedai ene o ya na ye de kodu bi akwakobo ne mpese ye de na akwakogina mra ene na dim na am so be ko ye twa me ntwe kakra na nanu ya ena atene general so de krata ba bonte be ne se Professor Frimpong Boateng sem na okeka no omo ntimi nyina so emfa nchi obi omo ntimi nyina so emfa obi nkonkotum efize ontima mfa dance ye bia amata ho se bia somasi ana so obente gadamse no a wo ye no ye haseni ekokoche no ena mfidi ode ye adwuma nie weni nante bi kra echi wo mo a wo mo ena ye adwuma ma no ebinie ni nyina wantimi anye entene nsem no de akwakwa ebosirem kane anum dwane akeka nko a na Professor Frimpong Boateng dia babetu ja se won ye nye no nwa sa atene general beka sansem no de akire no na ye nyina yete kuro yi mu emretia wa mu ebie ni afe eni mfie mienu ndi mfie miensa nkodi mfie nan ni num gadamse nsunsanso ye nyina eba behwe ye nim wa hwe ya insu ya benom kra no agise sebe producer ye de kofo ni kenekem anase ye kopoto ansa na yetima nom ewo mayimu we eya Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng na no ya wode ama atene general mpanimfo wonoma ekrata womo ede aba abonten yanto aso ne free galamse nsem no ho na informal and public utility and regulatory commission mpanimfo wonoma atena ye Dr. Ismail Akwane pene kwanchefo a woda eye adwumakoya no na ode atoga se nanu ya water bill ne light bill ntumi bi na baba ye no enye se bia omu enim se Ghana for ye ho akire ho papa ye atete ni atepo ye namu no enye se bia omu nwene Ghana for omu dwere ye ho pa na nanu ya dollar no ni cedi no akensie no a esie no a ekoye bibibi eduru ba bi na chese dollar no ya buru cedi ni kakra no ni nyina na ka ho bi e ma light bill ne water bill ntumi no e ba ye Dr. Ismail Akwa
nti ufa kania bo na yewo fa kwa mienu so ne ye okay ye friend brako ye friend no de broni friend no major tariff na major tariff ne ye no mfie miensa bia na ya sa wo de friend no quarterly review ne quarter na wo ka no na major tariff ye 3 years na 3 years ne ye ma omo ye kania ne nsuo no e de no ma wuhia wo de be soma manfo for 3 years no de ba nti ono chese ye kan wo investment a wo hia se electricity a transformer se nsuo a chemicals wo beto na wo de treat nsuo no kra na waton sa pipe a wo se wule na wo de asoma manfo nti wo di ni nyina bebre na normally bi o ho a aya na ne bo no ye krafi amono ne ntufa kania ni se ya bi wo ho kania no bi obaga na ye wo mo nwan kania no VR mu
observe for we Dr. Ismail Akwa na yete ne nkano nyina light bill ne water bill into movie anano ye ba ye anana ochiche mo kakra de akyere ye no ye nto aso ne mfa mo nkwa MPP amanyuko na tena ye mama no tu ase MPP amanyuko ya hoboa no makwa akoto ba akwa yi opani a obedi party nanim do makwa 2024 elections no na busuya sa hoboa ya MPP amanyuko no eye no wono ma ate konomti ya wo ma ebetena se abato no se ne ibesi akose ne umbesi ato no enra na nhihye wo so mo de toto nyina no sa committee ye eye ho adwuma na ye ntete ne se enra committee no kosi ewura no mo ndan ya wo mo ayi omuti epe president edie ewo MPP amanyuko no mo wo mo anamusefo ede to wo nim se abato no mo to no ade ba ko a wo mo ebe ne se obi bia wo meto no constituency bia 275 constituencies no eho eno mo beto no na aba na ebe koso ho no no he wo ya oso pe president edie no untimi mfa agent ya ebrum yenu obi abro so a agent mienu na abetima ma magina wanam ewo empesua no so opani kwabna bankwa yebo a MPP amanyuko election committee oka ho ne nsemo a wode to amansan anim nie
as agent esina 9 o baby ebeto this time ebeto amano almost 277 centers to be a lipa mielu ebeba siri share no e kan vitianse no se lipa mielu no hey lipa ense oye abamu lipa na bia oye officer of the party and I delegate it's as a person will be a coho makoye bibi e say edwumadi
Abuzafo we your penny kwabna bankwa ye bo an ye tene kan no ache no de soso se emiami ahodo mbetoto abane nyina no nye election committee ni MPP amanyuko mpanimfo ne kopay you omode ma electoral commission mpanimfo eno omo mayi miami ahodo bi wo constituency ahodo ni nyina eno omo kwa akoto abane wo mo mpese omode abane be kwa akose dem ena register so omode beto abane aboroso a edwada ombeda ne dia ma obi a
just one say trouble one say trouble more fiscal and also no aka amanesi shishaya bia tiase the Rebecca say repemu better ready polling station and voting centers as I said the paper be a trouble now said you may give the stand say interfere with the electoral commission you may give it say electoral commission mine be a trouble
Abzafo penny kwabna bankwa yebo MPP amanyuko election committee no waka ho in general wono enegina professor Aaron Michael Kwe ye chairman da committee na no ene mperinfo nyina na mu a wode sansem we eto edwa ye to aso fixing the country movement abranti Ernesto Usu Bempa abo papone da no de atugya sa manfo pa omunchu omumu tan ne betime nkoye pe entwe straw enkoto legbusumtwim no omunum ni nyina ntopie water mogu so enkesu iye onkase nyansani na wade kwambia so demonstration no a omaye omadwene so ombeye e omampani dada John Dramani mama ni fie e won krapompere mantemu no wo mo ebe na wa wo se wo bema no a wo su besu omo kwan no si omo ho no mo na ne enka shele matushele pa e wo e mampani dada John Dramani mama ni fie ho no mo wo se apro so November bosomi a ye kwa koram ne de to so nsia de na demonstration no wo mo e de shesheso and Usu Bempa.
The ladies and gentlemen of the scandal is a big corruption case. I have been, I'm immediately after Watergate scandal. Scandal be so damning as a guy Airbus said 3 years as compensation to the tune of $4 billion. Yet to come and say economy, I say, or my penimia could play muja, and my Ghana, I found one Chrisika. This is an opportunity for the office of the special prosecutor to act and retrieve some money back into the coffers of the people of Ghana. This is an opportunity. So Christian Jabin can go to Cecilia Daba's house when we all know say the money no or to no anti-CC one. Obi antimi establish say anti-CC Ghana sika and then obi sika so ochina boso. Now former president Obedi Omane so da all some person ban. Airbus clearly a competent court of jurisdiction in the UK and in America has found himself is culpable.
Abusafo we ye Ernesto Usu Bempa Boa Papon wono ene ye pene kwanche for that fixing the country movement kuna no ana na obobo nensem no so abusafo ye mfa kase ne nko wie ewo asu jaman abaton pese aso wapo e mantemo na mobeka se ne so efri anura ene ye de atoma no mo se akosombo dam no ye se aye mabusu abusafo akosombo dam na ye ma o aye mabusu na sese nso no ebufa so sa enam so ban kronkro pi no a ya wo apo e mantemo titiru ne asu jaman ne mpotemo no de yesi nso no mini a ena emene san kronkro no enam so ma de hye bi no mo tete ben eye ba bi akosombo dam yi etre de fanom ahyase a wo mo ebobona ne yenkotie wo mo nsem kakra wo mo eretu ye no akosombo dam no ba bi aduru no abusiafo ano ayedene
Breka kare won se nsi abeyi ya wura ho tirem pa esa ye da nyina ya mfie nyina even ya aduane mpo nyina nsu ayi nyina ye be dimpo aya asema mai ti yesra ban ne mpenum nipa bi omo bi se ye hia mbo afro omo mbo aye esa ye nema ye ntade je be hye nyina ansa no banga so be wuro dan ne dan no pese be bisa ye ntimi a yi nema no bi be wo dan
po eni tuni le kan ye tun ke pata de point kwari ne ngeno mi kranyo ba ji wotruka ne point opeje no
Abusafo nti we ya adihye binum e wasu jaman abaton peso aso wapo e mantemu ne yete wo no nka no na ne nyina mu no Sompa FM nsɛmtwefo ya mananso no mo ye ne mrase bedwane a owo mrase bedwefie ma adihye wasu jaman abaton peso aso onabo Thomas Ampem nyako ekokodi enkomo e ma ono soso ne nsɛm ode to ye ne ma anie.
What we are seeing is something we haven't seen in a long time. The river has seriously overflowed with its banks, and the extent of damage is all over. We are currently here at Kudikope, and earlier on we went to Kokontekpeji and Abume. And those places, what we see is the effect of the spillage from the dam. And even though VRA warned the communities through a lot of communications that they were going to spill because of the level of the water, nobody anticipated that it was going to be this massive.
Abusafo nti we ayamrase bedwane owo mrase bedwefie ma de hye wo asu jama baton peso aso ne yete ne nke ye gina we so na no peye de kase ne sini asore ama ade acha bi adwumade atwa so akosia so ma ne chinchin fidie ne de ma me Calvin ade e ko TV ne so yesemfo penny ene ye wura sante ye boa Benedict medin ede na ya boa malibia boga abusafo no pay ya mamo ache.